Willkommen, meine Freunde, wir sind wieder zurück.
Captain, hello. I
Hi.
am satisfied to see
Ich
that
mag
you
dich.
survived your most recent.
Und jetzt geht's auf die Stadt. Genau. Und jetzt ganz schnell. Wir machen jetzt die Undercover-Mission. Zack. Jetzt dürfte nicht sein, dass sie uns wieder angreifen. Andocken.
We've docked. I'm sure whoever's in that ship will be thrilled to see you.
Oh, er tut so viel schleimen. Oh.
Commander Conde wants to see you.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Wie er das sichert alles.
I had a friend on Regana. I hope I'll be able to see him next time we're on shore leave.
Ja, schauen wir mal.
Yes, what?
Hi.
We got the message from the Regana about Austin Rick. We had him dropped off at a separate port, off the books. Suffice to say, he's got a lot to answer for.
Ja. Schön, dass er sich ergeben hat. Ich wollte niemanden töten, ob unschuldig oder nicht. Kriegt man aus Raken vielleicht ein bisschen über die Fleet raus?
That's something we're looking into, but it doesn't seem like he knows much. He might be better served as bait. For now, we'll keep him in the brig. Perhaps you could pay him a visit there sometime? I'm sure he'd be pleased to see you.
Ja, Kirche, mein Handelsgift, das weißt du, das schätzt nicht. Der Selbstgift, ich wollte nur die Crew nicht traurig sehen.
That's a smart line to follow. Part of this role you're playing means having to make hard choices.
Ja, ich weiß.
Just remember not to lose yourself in the part.
I hate to say it. Sometimes folks gotta die. But this was not one of those situations.
Ja.
Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know we were the ones that hired Ecliptic to attack Neva's ship.
Was ist mit
There was
dir?
concern after what happened with the Regana that you might have trouble earning Neva's trust. Coming to her rescue ensured that would not be a problem.
Wow.
They are mercenaries for hire. If they are paid enough money, Ecliptic would attack the Vigilance. It wasn't terribly difficult to convince them to attack an isolated Crimson Fleet ship. Just expensive. But a gamble that hopefully paid off. On that note, how did things go with Neva? Were you able to join
Ja,
the fleet?
ja. Scheinbar habe ich... Es war ein cleverer Plan, die Fleet schöpft keinen Life. Sie wundert das die ganze Sache.
Then it worked. You're in. Sounds like everything is going as expected. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Searsha was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on her good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet.
Was weißt du über...
The woman has a record that could stretch across Sol and back. She started young as one of Neon's street rats, and worked her way up to second in command. She's a force to be reckoned with, so don't underestimate her.
Okay.
Yes, you pass your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda? The Vigilance is equipped with one of the most advanced intelligence suites in the UC fleet. Nothing slips through. You can rest assured, if the Crimson Fleet had any access to our whereabouts or had infiltrated our security, we'd know. As long as you're here, your identity is safe. Where you'll meet Delgado, no doubt.
Delgado
Yeah?
is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
Ugh, no one said there was gonna be homework.
I assure you,
Yeah.
there is only information that is pertinent to the mission. Our dossiers are designed to be succinct. In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now, especially while you're on the key. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It certainly increased my estimates on success. Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
So. Wo ist mein Reiki Boy?
Fleet call us sharks. They know what happens when we see them.
Ah, das ist kein. Ah, das ist ein Kommissar. Piratmachenschaften. Ja, nein, das sieht mich nicht. Zustände. Ah. Interessant eigentlich.
Yes.
Da hinten.
We've been trying for years to get someone on the
The Regana made it to port with 0 casualties.
Da. Da, Bridge.
You're starting to get some fans around here. I still don't buy it though.
Lieutenant talked as organized as they come.
Heard Archangel friends is crossing guns loaded.
Nope. Ich glaube, ich muss wieder zurück.
Good guys, right? Please tell me this isn't good guys.
Das ist die schwierig. Ja, eigentlich.
We don't have a full map of the fleet's roster.
Hey, was geht, Buddy?
Fleet killed a buddy of mine. This is more than a job for me.
Ah. Wo ist das Gefängnis?
If you ask me, the brig's too good for this.
Some of the guards don't take kindly to the prisoners. As a matter of fact, I have a
Ah,
friend.
wieso frage ich? Wieso frage
I
ich?
understand that part of your undercover work involves going to the fleet headquarters, namely the key. While you're there, if you find anything pertaining to the history of the fleet, I'd be interested in learning about it.
Okay.
I agree. Just keep in mind this is a favor and you're free to ignore it. I only ask because this is such a rare opportunity and I'd hate to pass it up. I appreciate it. I've actually heard rumors about there being audio logs for an interview the founder of the fleet, Jasper Crix, did on the key. I'm interested in anything he had to say regarding his time in prison and how the prisoners were treated. If you find anything like that, bring it back here and we'll take a listen.
Ja, warum
The
passiert
fleet
die
and the
Geschichte?
UC are intertwined, and I've always felt knowing that past is an important part of what we do.
Ist
In life,
Mitarbeiter des
history
Monats.
can be a
Leute.
guide, a
Mitarbeiter des
warning, or
Monats.
at times, a
So ein
reflection.
fleißiger.
And if you want to know which one it is, you have to stare it in the face, regardless of how ugly it is.
Ja.
No, the prisoner surrendered willingly, as per the terms of your deal. This is probably the safest place for him, if the fleet want him dead. You can chat with him, if you haven't already. I'm sure he has a lot to say.
Ja.
You're dismissed.
Nope. Er ist oben, hat einen Balkon sozusagen. Alter, echt jetzt? Wo ist er?
I guess you think I have some sad story to tell? That I met some sick orphans on New Homestead and grew a conscience? Or maybe you're the cynical type, and you think I turned a new leaf because I wanted SysDev to go easy on me. The truth is a bit more complicated than that.
So kompliziert ist gar nicht. Du bist ein Verräter, dann klar ist mir doch. Die Wahrheit ist immer kompliziert, deswegen will ich sie niemand hören. Ich weiß nicht mal, wer du bist.
Sure, I get time. You see, at my age, you know who you are. And I've always been a thief. I'd swipe a cred stick for my own mother if it had enough zeros on it. But even in a group of cred-hungry thieves, a man has to have a code. Rules.
Okay.
I do. You finish a job, it's supposed to be done. You get the rush and the relief. But in the fleet, doing the job isn't the hard part. In the fleet, you gotta worry about the guy sleeping next to you, and if he's gonna take a bigger piece of the pie. You gotta wake up the next morning and wonder why your slice is missing and the crumbs are stuck to his face.
Never mind, du hättest du Interesse.
And put a bigger target on my back? As far as I'm concerned, the brig is the safest place I can be. The second you drag me into some private room, you're basically telling everyone here that I'm a rat.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had some work done. If you got the Crimson Fleet on your back, you would too. As for the name, that was actually the hard part. You can use 100 different aliases and the system will just add them to the list. Now you can pay a guy to delete the list, but nothing's ever really gone forever. Naver probably paid the same guy to hit rewind, and here we are.
Okay, das ist nicht gut.
Well, for one, they don't have much in the way of loot, but they're still important to somebody. You can't just blow up one without it showing up on SSNN, or a UC captain getting a 10-inch stack of slates on his desk. But more importantly, do-gooders are predictable. The pirate code changes depending on who's reciting it. Honest folks, they have a habit of writing their rules down. Why did I join the Regana? Truth is, I just wanted a good night's sleep.
Okay. Danke. Sehr aufschlussreich, also ja, interessant. Sehr interessant. Let's go. Gehen wir zum Hauptquartier.
Captain, do you require my...
Gleich zum Cockpit.
Time to tell Cora we're back.
So.
I'm sure they're sad to see.
Wo muss man hin? Was? Okay.
Craft jump successful. Just like your wife.
Ach, cool. Wird einfach irgendwelche Knöpfe drückt und eh nichts versteht.
Now, you're not pestering the captain, right, Cora?
Pester? You think I'm a pest?
Oh, never. Poor choice of words. You being nice to the crew, too?
Of course.
Hey, it's my
So
personal
this
savior.
book
Thanks
collection
again for
fund
the
I heard
assist.
about?
Don't you always say, don't listen to rumors?
Okay. So. Let's go.
Get out of my face. You said the take was 10K, but it was 30. Big difference on 40% of 10 versus 30.
You wanted 4K, you got 4K. Not my problem.
If you're stealing from me,
Captain,
you bet your ass
hello.
it's your problem.
I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
You kidding me? Way to make a mess in front of my new rook.
Hey, steal from me and get caught? Better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air
Hi.
freshener.
Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
Take the good stuff. Leave the rest.
Okay.
The hell took
Können
you
wir
so
hallo?
long? Forget how to grab jump or something? Maybe for you. I'd rather shove a shotgun up my nose than remember the face of every low-life rook who passes through this
Ah,
station.
so liebevoll.
But, all that aside, you made it. So now, you get to hear a nifty history lesson.
Nein, nein.
Pencils ready?
Nein.
Good.
Ich hab Nein
This
gesagt.
floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now it's the fleet's base of operations. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but we keep it together.
Ja. Dieses.
Sure did. Right out from under their noses. Way before you or I were born, though. We've held this station for a very long time. Don't worry. Delgado will tell you all about it. You think? And that's only part of it. I'll let Delgado fill you in on the whole story.
Ja,
He
aber schon
tells it better
Delgado hier,
anyway.
Delgado da.
I can give you the short version while we walk the station.
I'm sure the UC is happy with you guys rubbing their nose in their biggest, most monumental mistake.
Anyway, I'll tell you all about the key. But it's better if I show you too. Follow me.
Jawohl.
All right. History time. So, the key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock.
Okay.
The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, lock, key. Cute, huh?
Irgendwie. Also. Und weiter?
Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the key, credits are king.
Okay,
What the
verstanden.
hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nev. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aww. And you always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the lot. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
Hello.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa, whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on. Back to my story.
Yeah.
After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuro, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss.
See
On the
anything
right,
you like?
you've got Bradley from the Trade Authority. I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the Last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station, the Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit, given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Ray? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this Rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
Verstehe. And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do.
Danke.
Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Oh, endlich.
Time for a proper introduction.
Okay.
I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet. And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. And no, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble. In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering. Glad you approve. Obviously, betrayal isn't taken lightly around here. Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for the fleet, I'm a prime target for information. Should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider me the greatest threat we have. For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree of safety.
Okay.
Essentially, but I sleep soundly knowing I'm one of the few that can piss Delgado off and live. Should I die, all of my knowledge, the accounts, the credits, it would be a mess. He wouldn't dare. He holds the trigger, but we all know that my death cripples the fleet. Call the bomb a weapon of last resort.
Yeah.
Whew, that's a relief. And here I was, worried that you've come here to eventually replace me. Get with it, Rook.
Ja,
the only
heute wird wieder
sacrifice
viel
you're going
geredet.
to be making is a portion of your credits to the fleet. Now, let me get you set up. A moment while I convene with the Corps. Thanks to advanced modifications even Dugin would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network.
So there I am. You see security on my tail, and
faster
the
and
grab
more
drive
efficiently
just
than
chokes.
anyone of
And you
your
know what I find back there? The fattest leech I've ever seen.
There.
Worm nearly got me dusted.
You're done.
Wie schon erledigt.
All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us.
Okay.
None. Other than my chest and arm modifications, I am but a simple man.
Okay.
Is the interview over now? Can we get back to work?
Ja.
The perfect segue into my final subject. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, we always have a steady stream of jobs available. I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these listings at any time, using the computers that surround the core.
Dankeschön.
If Neva's chosen wisely, we certainly will. Now, I believe that covers all I have to say. So you can run along to Delgado.
Okay, wo ist er?
Take the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to find your way from there, I hope.
Alright, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired.
So.
Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
Wir werden jetzt hier die Folge beenden. Und in der nächsten Folge erfahren wir, wer Delgado ist. Also seien wir gespannt. Ich wünsche euch noch einen wunderschönen Tag und tschüssi.